And against the Blue.
DraftKings is now live streaming MLB The Show 21, MLB The Show 21 Padres franchise mode.
An overcast night here in Southern California as we welcome you inside Petco Park in San Diego. Tonight, the first of this three-game weekend series between the St. Louis Cardinals and the San Diego Padres. Live baseball here on MLB Network, and it comes your way next. Yu Darvish, the right-hander from Japan, will get the starting assignment in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, man, we're going to get a chance to look at a good veteran pitcher here. This guy's been around the block a few times, but one of the things he does, he still competes at a high level, and he's never stopped trying to learn how to be a good pitcher.
That brings in Tommy Edman. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Leading off tonight for St. Louis, the second baseman, Tommy Edman.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And we're underway as the first pitch is a check swing, but a called strike, 0-1. Guys, the Swingin' Friars, as they take the field here tonight, they've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this is a nice one. First game of a homestand. You played well on the road. You got a chance to grab a shower and sleep in your own bed last night. I bet you this team comes out on the attack today.
Clearly wasn't ready for the fastball because it was pretty much center cut, and he couldn't pull the trigger. Might have been looking for another curve.
0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Popped him up. Cronenworth waits on it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Batting second, the center field.
Now a chance to look at the starting nine for the visiting St. Louis Cardinals. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, they really need Paul Goldschmidt to snap out of the funk he's been in. You know how bad he was last month? He hit 200 on the nose. Not a lot of guys can stay in the lineup when they're struggling this bad, so we're hoping to see that he can figure this thing out soon.
And that'll bring up the former top prospect Harrison Bader. Head-to-head numbers with Yu Darvish. He's 0 for 5. And that misses inside 1-0. 67 degrees our game time temperature. One out, nobody on. Line to the right side. And that is going to sneak on through into right. It's a one-out single.
That's the only way to combat a nasty cutter. You have to find a way to fight and stay inside that baseball and drive it the other way.
And that'll bring in Nolan Arenado as he'll take a look at ball one. Man at first for him following the one-out single. Here it comes, 1-0. There's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone. And there are the umpires working this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Patrick Johnson.
Yeah, Dan, we got Patrick Johnson behind the dish tonight. Fairly standard strike zone most of the time, but he's definitely a pitcher's umpire.
I always felt like this. He'll give a little bit on the corners, both inside and outside. I think he's a fair umpire, but I would rate him more as a pitcher's umpire than a hitter's umpire.
The 1-1 misses for the second ball. Bader leads off first with one away. Takes a good swing, but this will be a foul ball. Fly ball out toward left center field. Long run for the center fielder. He makes the running play. 2 down.
Batting fourth, the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
So 2 down and a runner at first, and stepping in the power hitting first baseman Paul Goldschmidt. Darvish pauses. Here's the delivery. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. A ball and a strike to the Cardinals' first baseman.
1-1.
Hey, that's just a nice get-me-over curveball there to steal a strike. I don't think he was looking for that one.
Now the 1-1 pitch.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Gonna have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
Here comes the 1-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. One left for the Cardinals, and now the Friars will get their first chance. No score. Carlos Martinez is on the mound for the Cardinals. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Wow, talk about a number that jumps out at you. This guy's whip, which is walks to hits to innings pitch, is less than 1 coming into this start. That's not an easy thing to do. That tells me one thing. Not only is his stuff good, but he wipes people out quick. This is a real good pitcher.
Tommy Pham is at the plate as he looks at ball one. And fellas, we take a look at the Redbirds entering play here tonight. Fair to say they're not playing their best baseball right now. Losers of 5 of their last 6.
Yeah, Matty, these players got in their cars today to drive to the stadium, focused on one thing. Not who was going to be the hero, just the fact that they needed a W. And that one of their teammates, whether it's them or someone else, has to come up with a big knock.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1 and 2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
And at the plate is Jake Cronenworth. Yanked hard but foul to the right. He'll enter play here with an average just over 250. 2 home runs and 15 RBIs. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Yeah.
That's lifted the other way out to left. O'Neill waits on it, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Batting third.
Time now to check the hometown Padres lineup card in this one. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, keep an eye on the dynamic abilities of Will Myers. Looking at his stats, I was really impressed with the fact that he's hit 4 bombs in his last 10 games. Lately, he's been the guy to watch, and I think he's ready to do some more damage right now.
Next to dig in, Fernando Tatis Jr. looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. As he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters' counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
2-1 now. Into the windup and the pitch. Now he extends nicely, and this ball's driven to right field and deep. Onto the party porch and gone. solo shot here to straightaway right field. Number 14 on the season, and the Padres bust out in front 1-0.
Yeah, we always talk about how important it is to spot your starter or run it to early in the game, and he does just that, blasting a no-doubt bomb that serves notice. They're going to be swinging with the wood here. No better way to get the home crowd into it right out of the gates.
And in steps Manny Machado as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. His head-to-head numbers against Carlos Martinez. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. High in the air out towards shallow right. Carlson is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. But the Padres draw first blood here on the solo home run. We'll head to the top of the second. It's 1-0 San Diego. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring in the Illinois State product, Paul DeYoung.
Paul DeYoung.
Set and the pitch as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Darvish is what you may call a stingy starting pitcher. He rarely gets hit around, and on top of that, he usually excels at limiting free passes. A great combination to have.
Matty V, I think one of the keys to being a good starting pitcher, 1, limiting the number of pitches that you throw into a game, and 2, getting outs as quickly as you can. And there aren't too many guys that do it better than this guy. Not a lot of pitches. One of the things I like, he's in attack mode from the first pitch of every at bat.
A ball and 2 strikes now.
Definitely not what you're trying to do here. 0-2 with a curveball. You see a lot of guys elevate a fastball like that in this situation, but a curve like that is just asking to get punished.
There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at-bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
And the payoff pitch. And he struck him out.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Into the box now, Tyler O'Neill, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He'll check in with an average still south of 230. 6 home runs, 18 driven in. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
The right fielder, number 3, Dylan Carlson.
At the plate now, Dylan Carlson, as Darvish will jump ahead of him here with strike 1. Head-to-head numbers with Yu Darvish. He's 1 for 5. Comes set, and the 0-1.
Hey, I love the aggressive nature this guy's pitching with. He's got focus. He's commanding the fastball. Really being aggressive right now. A lot different than his last start, where he took a loss and seemed timid and scared to attack the zone.
Line drive base hit. Around first, he's digging for second. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Batting eighth, the catcher, Ivan Herrera.
At the plate, Ivan Herrera, as he will look at a curveball right on the black. Apparently, it's strike 1. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. Ready with the 0-1. And this is high, a ball and a strike.
That hook stayed up in the zone. You can see he struggled with that curveball early. He's trying to find that release point with his off-speed pitches. Love to see if he can find the feel for that thing moving forward.
The set and the 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes.
These are the moments right here. You got a good pitcher on the mound. You don't know if these opportunities are going to present themselves throughout the course of the game. You have to capitalize in this situation.
2-2 to the Cardinals catcher.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. 2-out double left stranded. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on MLB Network after this. Bottom of the inning now, and set to go is the veteran first baseman, Eric Hosmer.
The first baseman, Eric Hosmer.
And now a pitch on the way.
1-0.
The 1-0 home. Hit on the ground toward the left. And quickly there's one down to lead off the frame.
Batting fifth, the right
The
fielder.
St. Louis Cardinals attack you on defense in this fashion. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
So here's Will Myers, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. His head-to-head numbers against Carlos Martinez, 2 hits in 7 tries. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking heater.
A 1-2 count to Will Myers.
This pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot down early and get ready, or he's going to throw it right by you.
Lifted in the air out to left field. O'Neill is underneath this one, and that's out number 2.
Batting 7th, the catcher, Austin Nola.
2 down, no one on base, and that brings up Austin Nola. First pitch on its way, as he'll cut on and miss it. A good slider at the knees for strike 1.
You could tell by the hitter's balance after that swing that he's seeing the ball really good. His timing is right there, and I expect him to catch something clean.
Strike 2 up in the zone. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Padres an early 1-0 lead here in the 2nd. And strike 3 called, as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. Clearly enjoying their time here at the ballpark, as are we. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. stepping in for the Cardinals, Carlos Martinez.
Got for St. Louis, the pitcher, number 18, Carlos Martinez.
Now here it comes.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
And it's quickly 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
Stepping in now, Tommy Edman, as he grounds one briskly to short. Fielded cleanly, and the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first.
Now batting.
And that's what speed does for you. He made the play, but in the back of his mind, he knew he was dealing with the speedster, so he rushed the throw, and he had more time than he thought, too.
So that'll bring in Harrison Bader, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. He singled in his first AB. The 1-0 is looked at off the plate for a ball.
This is a tough guy to turn 2 on. It's got to be hit hard. If you're an infielder, you've got to catch it and get rid of it quickly.
Now the 2-0 home. A swing and a miss, strike 1.
Down to 2-1.
Now the 2-1 pitch.
That front door slider is a devastating pitch. By the time you realize it's in the zone, it's too late, and you can't even put a good swing on it.
In the air to straightaway right. Myers is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Up next for the Cardinals, the third baseman, Nolan.
Runner at first with 2 gone, and that'll bring in Nolan Arenado. Darvish pauses. Here comes the pitch.
Count 1-0.
Most good pitchers know that they have to work inside and sometimes even come off the plate to keep hitters from getting comfortable up there. I think that was part of the intent with that last pitch.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Grisham makes the catch to end the inning. Cards leave 1. They still trail 1-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Trent Grisham. First pitch on its way.
When you're hitting at the bottom of the order, you better be keyhole in the middle of the plate. You cannot allow pitches like that to go by.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit in the air down the right field line. Carlson is there to put it away for out number 1.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, Yu Darvish.
1 out now in the San Diego third, and the pitcher bats next. That'll be Yu Darvish. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Hey!
0-1. Here's the pitch. Rip, and this ball hits the first base bag, and a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball, and he will reach it first, but it's very possible that he might have had 2 bases there had that ball not hit the bag.
The left fielder, Tommy.
And now here is Tommy Pham, who went down on strikes in his last at bat. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Darvish stands at first with 1 out. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Here it comes, 0-2. Too much tilt on that breaking ball as it misses low. Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight.
He's just got great strikeout stuff. In his last start, he racked up double-digit pace, and it looks like he could finish up in that range again here. He's really an exciting pitcher to watch when he's sending guys packing like this.
To the plate now, Jake Cronenworth. And he's first pitch swinging here as he lines this one into left field for a base hit.
Hey, guys, there had to be something in the scouting report right there. For him to be on top of that 0-0 changeup the way he was, that was pretty special.
Junior.
And that'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. as he will take a look at strike 1 on a fastball right down the pipe. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Pulled high in the air out to left field. O'Neill waits on it, and he makes the catch to retire the side. Padres leave a pair, but they lead it 1-0. New inning set to get underway, and here comes the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
The first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
From the stretch, as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
Well outside with the curveball for a ball.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
Darvish delivers the 2-0. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Great AB up until this point. A walk right here could really just infuse some confidence into this lineup.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
Well, he loses him there, but that's just the first walk he's given up, along with a couple of hits. So his command has been pretty solid so far.
So now to the plate, Paul DeYoung struck out in his last trip to the plate. first offering on its way.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
The 0-1 delivery. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at-bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Standing in now, Tyler O'Neill, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Comes set with the 0-1. Grounded down the third baseline. And a sliding try there at third, but it skips by him, a base hit.
Dan, I'll tell you, it doesn't matter what it looks like right there. That lawn dart felt so good.
Oh, Hero, this guy's been due. He really needed that one.
Into the box now, Dylan Carlson, as he'll take a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Goldschmidt over at second. O'Neill at first, one gone. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. And he popped him up. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out.
Boy, this guy has really good stuff so far on this one. How about 7 Ks, and we're just in the middle innings of this one. If he continues this up, this could be a real solid performance.
Into the box, Ivan Herrera, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Count, the pitch.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
The pause and the 0-2. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. And he struck him out. His 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Cards strand a couple. They're down 1-0. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th, and that'll bring in Manny Machado.
The third baseman, Manny Machado.
First pitch on the way, as he'll watch a slider that stays inside for ball 1. A ball and a strike now. Lined hard to center field. Bader is there, and he has it for the first out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Eric
So one gone in the inning now, and that'll bring in the first baseman, Eric Hosmer. Now here's the pitch. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Carlson is there, 2 down.
The right fielder, number 4, Will.
Next to hit is Will Myers. Flew out in his only at-bat so far.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. And this will ricochet off of him on the mound. Fortunately, he's able to stick with it and get the out at first, and that'll put an end to the inning. Padres down in order, but they're on top 1-0. And back at Petco Park in San Diego as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cardinals to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And flat out, he told me they just need to put better swings on the ball right now. They're struggling to drive the baseball into the gaps right now, as only one of their hits has been for extra bases. That makes it pretty tough to generate runs, but he said it's up to everyone in the lineup to make the necessary adjustments. It hasn't gone their way to this point, but that shouldn't mean they can't put together some great swings the rest of the way.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
18, Carlos Martinez.
Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Carlos Martinez is in for the second time here as he looks at one outside. It's 1-0. Cut fastball, and it's by him 1-1. Now the pitch. Popped him up. Hosmer is under it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. So still nothing against him on the scoreboard here in the 5th as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And you can see there that they're currently residing in 2nd place in the NL in that category. So the lineup flips over and digging in, Tommy Edman. First pitch of the AB now. Swing and a flare down the line. In comes the left fielder, but he won't get there. It falls in.
Boy, Dero, it's about time they got something brewing here. First pitch single, and maybe now they can start to get some traffic on the bases.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Ambush tactics, not always the play. You want to drive that pitch count up and get into that bullpen, but sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures.
In now, Harrison Bader, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Darvish a check on first, and he'll dive back in. Ready with the 0-1 pitch.
1-1.
And it's fouled away. Edman, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game.
That was a good job tying him up inside on that strikeout pitch. It wasn't even in the strike zone, but with the hitter protecting with 2 strikes, that's the kind of pitch you can get him to offer at, and he's probably not going to do much with it when he does make contact.
Here's Nolan Arenado. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. No hits to this point. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch.
1-1.
No runs, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Good take there, and it's 2-1 now to the St. Louis third baseman. Darvish pauses, and the pitch. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Cardinals. It remains 1-0. That'll bring up Austin Nola. He'll get his side started in the inning, and Dan, so far they've been stifled offensively since the first inning.
Boy, they sure have, Matt. They came out of the gates and got hot right away, but whatever was going for them pretty much has disappeared. We'll see if they can wake it back up.
Here's the pitch. Nola, the former Seattle Mariner, he was acquired via trade last year.
Yeah, this guy's fully settled in with this ball club right now. Knows what the manager and coaching staff expect from him. Is not taken aback by anything. He's been through the spring training process and gotten to know everybody in this organization top to bottom.
Now a little soft liner foul over to the right side, and the count will move to 1-2 now.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
And there's 1 away.
The center fielder, number 2, Trent Grisham.
Next to the plate for the Padres, Trent Grisham flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Now the pitch.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. 1 out, nobody on. And he'll try and tempt him with 1 in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. Here now the 2-2. Fouled away. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. 1 run on 3 hits and 1 error for the Padres so far. And he fouls this one off. The 3-2 one more time. Into right field. That's a base hit. Around first, digging for 2. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
So now to the plate, Yu Darvish, as he drives a liner to right center. But this will not get out there deep enough as it's run down by the right fielder in the alley for the second out.
Now batting, left fielder, Tommy Pham.
Now at the plate is Tommy Pham, runner in scoring position with two gone. Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Changeup stays outside and he's behind 2-0.
A couple of strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at-bat, trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Ready with the 2-0. Lays off the changeup and he's ahead in the count now, 3-1. Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. He's set. The 3-2 struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game. Padres leave 1, but they hold a 1-0 lead. And that brings up Paul Goldschmidt. It was a walk in his last trip.
The first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Now here's the pitch. Ball 2.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat, starting right now.
On its way is pitch number 75. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Center fielder on the run. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
The batter, number 11, shortstop, Paul DeYoung.
So Paul DeYoung digs in next. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And here's a ball hit in the air and foul. And he stays alive here as he gets a piece of this, and in turn he gets a piece of the catcher behind the plate.
I mean, this offense has struggled because they haven't been able to make the adjustment. He stayed staunch on the outer half, and these guys have not worked the ball the other way.
The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. Now here's the pitch. This for Machado down at third. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Now batting, left fielder, Tyler O'Neill.
Digging in will be Tyler O'Neill, who was a strikeout victim his first trip and then collected a base hit his last time around. He's set. Here it comes. Strike one to start the at-bat. And that one yanked just foul. 2 out, nobody on. That misses. 1-2.
He wasn't even close to swinging right there. That was a stone cold take.
The 1-2. Line drive snagged on a short hop. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Cardinals. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and that'll bring up Jake Cronenworth.
The second baseman, Jake Cronenworth.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. The 1-0. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2. In there, and it's even now. 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. Now a swing and a little bouncer softly hit to the right side of the mound. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. And with that, we give you a look here at what's happening in the race in the National League Central.
Junior.
Fernando Tatis Jr. back at the plate now, and he's been the entire offense so far with the solo homer he hit earlier. First pitch on its way. And they'll start him with a fastball that misses down and away for a ball. 1-0. 1 out, nobody on. Fouled off. Now the 1-1 pitch. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Carlson is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down.
Now batting, the third baseman, Manny Machado.
It'll be the cleanup spot for the Padres. Manny Machado. He has flied and lined out in 2 trips in this one. First pitch of the AB on its way. Sinkers in there. No balls and a strike. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of his spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been so successful up to this point.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in 2 that time. But this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego, but they're up 1-0. Now it'll be Dylan Carlson. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And that's by him. It's 0-1. Some activity out in the bullpen now as a couple of left-handers begin to stir. Here's the 0-1. And he misses with it. 1-1. Two balls and a strike to the St. Louis leadoff hitter. Now the 2-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
Hey, it's tough when your team is being held scoreless on the scoreboard. He was trying to put him on the board with a swing like that one.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. Still even at 2-2. Here's the pitch. He pops him up toward the left side of the infield, and there's the first out.
Now batting, catcher, Ivan Herrera.
Stepping in once again is Ivan Herrera. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
And that's in there for strike 1.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Unable to find the zone with the slider.
That was a nasty sweeping slider right there. If he was able to just catch the corner a little bit, he would have picked up that backwards K.
The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
Here now the 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and the next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Well, when you've been out there as long as he has, you have to expect to lose a little precision in your location. He's up over 90 pitches now, so he might be starting to tire a little bit. Something to keep an eye on.
Yadier Molina will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 4, Yadier Molina.
First pitch of the AB now as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1.
I really like how he's been attacking hitters early in these ABs. He's thrown strikes on the first pitch to over 70% of the guys he's faced so far.
Swinging a